Hey folks, welcome back. This time, a review of Payday 2 VR. I have a lot of hours in Payday 2, I've got all the DLC, and as a game, I love it. As a VR experience, however, I find it a bit tricky to engage with. It's not bad. Watch any playthrough and it becomes obvious it's not bad. I personally just didn't find it as enjoyable as the flat screen version. It's very hectic and doesn't feel as polished or as VR designed, like other games I've reviewed in this series, and well, that's because it wasn't designed for VR. It's a port, but we'll get into the VR specifics later in the review. Let's for now discuss the gameplay in general. Payday 2 is a crime simulator of sorts. You play as one of many colourful criminal characters as you sneak into or assail guns blazing various locales filled with loot. The game really comes into its own in the louder missions, with wonderful gunplay and team-based aspects of the game all working together to simulate a hectic, violent bloodbath of a robbery. Though that isn't to say that the stealthy options are not interesting in their own right, they just take a lot more effort for not a lot more reward or engagement. For this review, let's focus more on the loud heists, the manic, violent affairs in which infinite waves of security storm your local place of occupancy. Generally, the game will on lower difficulties spawn only the basic units, but on higher difficulties, units such as cloakers, specialist units that attack you from air ducts or odd angles, and bulldozers, bomb suit wearing juggernauts will start spawning and causing problems for you and your crew. Payday 2 is a co-op game. You can play with AI, but it's easier to play with friends. Especially if those friends know what they're doing, but hey, we can't always have what we ask for. With up to 4 criminal buddies, stealth and gung-ho battle tactics are at your disposal for the most encounters, with only a few missions requiring one or the other. The game has a wide array of customization options, from weapon loadouts and customized masks to a choice of characters, along with various skill trees and perks. It's surprisingly easy to customize one playstyle in-game, from the technically focused sentry turret placing engineer to a stealthy lock-picking cat burglar. One can really choose what they want to do play-wise. But let's talk about the VR. There is full motion tracking in the game, just like other VR titles, though it feels a little clunky. Most aspects of the game are accessed in mission via a menu around your waist. It takes a little time to get used to, as you would need to hold the interact buttons against the relevant panel for this interface to work. The movement also feels a little clunky, from teleportation to the smooth locomotion. I got frustrated with the system, though I can't put my finger on why. I imagine it's got to do with the speed of the game combined with the tight spaces you need to navigate. Easier on a flat screen with mouse or keyboard or gamepad. But in VR, I can't help but feel claustrophobic at times. That fact that turning in buttons is not linked to the analog sticks, on the Oculus headset anyway, just exacerbates problems. In addition to this, climbing felt very clunky, to the point where I couldn't complete missions on my own if it involved climbing up the scenery to place objects. This doesn't mean I dislike the game, far from it. I want to put more time into it and figure out its intricacies. But it's worth knowing about these problems going in. That's all for Payday 2 though. I hope you enjoyed. Videos will be coming out at 5 PM GMT every Friday, so look forward to them. I'll see you next review. Bye!